This week we're coming remotely from the basement of one Kristian Brown in Berlin Heights, Ohio. This is my nephew, everybody. Say hi again, Kristian. Last week we wore this hat because we were supporting the local team. This week we're wearing the hat because we think the Bengals are going to beat the Dolphins on Thursday Night Football. Now, last week's Thursday night prediction didn't go quite like I thought it was going to. I had said that I thought the Houston Texans were going to have a good chance to beat the Patriots, especially with them with a third-string quarterback and the defense looking pretty good as of late. That didn't happen. Patriots ended up winning 27-0. Jacoby Brissett, the quarterback that had started for the Patriots, got his first touchdown as an NFL player. And instead of keeping the football like most players do, he went and gave it to Coach Belichick, which I thought was pretty awesome. So I don't know what his role is going to be with the Patriots and how long he'll be with them. There's a possibility that he's going to start week 4 right now. But I like the kid's work ethic, and I like that he just gave the ball to the coach like that. So I hope he continues to do good things for the Patriots. Talking about the Patriots, though, I heard an interesting argument on the radio the other day that got me thinking, and I wanted to throw this out there to all of you as well. Patriots are now on their third different starting quarterback with Brady on suspension, and they're 3-0. So they got people talking, is Brady really that great of a quarterback, or is the system that makes him so good? So if you have 3 other quarterbacks that can still win and the team still stays 3-0, is he really that good? So whenever you get to watch this later on, let us know what you think. Injuries for this week in the NFL, they're going to cause some ripples in fantasy football. Des Bryant with a fractured kneecap. J.J. Watt is out, and it could be for an extended amount of time. J.J. Watt hasn't missed a game of football since his sophomore year of high school. Jonathan Stewart is out, Carolina's running back, with a hurt hammy. Running back Jeremy Langford from Chicago is going to be out 4 to 6 weeks with a messed up ankle. Le'Veon Bell due back this week after his what was a 4-game suspension reduced down to a 3-game suspension. So he'll be back for week 4 for the Steelers, represented by what Kristian Brown is wearing tonight. All right, margin of victory wins for us for this past week in FSA. The North, Schadenfreude. One of these days, Joe, I'm going to get that right. With a win over the Ginger Snaps, 151-81 for a plus 70. In the Great Lakes region, Killers over the McCrackens, 113-65 for a plus of 47. In the South, the Smilodons over the Seahawks for 133-55 for a plus 78. And in the Southwest region, I must have got distracted whenever I was doing my script earlier today. I do not have a Southwest margin of victory on there, but while the show is going on, I'll see if I can find it, and then I'll come back to that. Power rankings for this week, our top 4. The Cubs moved from number 3 to number 1. They're also the only team to score 400-plus points for the season already, and they're only 2 points away from a perfect power ranking right now. They're sharing the 3-0 record with 4 other teams, and we'll get to that a little bit later on in the show. Hip Hop Anonymous moved from number 1 to number 2. Boats and Hoes make their first appearance on the list this week, and the Warriors are back on the list, and they fall in at the number 4 spot. Speaking of the Warriors, the margin of victory win out of the Southwest this past week was the Warriors over the Recast, 142-69 for a plus 73. So like I said just a second ago, only 5 teams left undefeated. Somebody says smile. Only 5 teams left undefeated in the FSA. The already mentioned Cubs and Hip Hop Anonymous, Boats and Hoes also undefeated. Alpine Angels from the Pigskin Addiction. And then today was a good day, Kelvin Ringgold, which, since we like to keep this family-friendly and friend-friendly, just to give a congratulations to Kelvin Ringgold, who just made the promotion list from Staff Sergeant to Sergeant First Class United States Army. So congratulations to him. And then also, speaking of the Alpine Angels as part of our Pigskin Addiction advertising partners, our 4 advertising partners, Alpine Angels, the Hogs, Pigskin Addiction, which I am representing tonight, and the Recast are a combined 7-5 for the season. All right, page 2. Game of the week for us for this week is coming out of the North. 2 teams that we just mentioned. Today was a good day, Kelvin Ringgold, and Alpine Angels, which is Luann Hadlock. They're playing this week in the North. Both of them are 3-0, so we're going to at least have one team come out this weekend that's still going to be 4-0. Speaking of Week 4 games, Don't forget, this is the first week that we're going to have bye weeks in the NFL. The Packers and the Eagles are off this week. Speaking of the Eagles, how'd the Steelers do this past weekend?
They suck.
Yeah, who'd they play?
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, Eagles whooped up on them pretty good. I think the final was 34 to 3. 34 to 3. So Carson Wentz, he's got my vote for Rookie of the Year right now if he keeps playing like he's doing. So don't forget, first buys of the season. The Packers and the Eagles are off this week. And then also don't forget, it's going to be the first time that the NFL plays in London for the 2016 season. That game's going to start 9:30 Eastern Time a.m. That's going to be between the Colts and the Jaguars. I don't know if the signal is real good because, once again, we've relocated from my mom's basement to my mother-in-law's basement now. So I'm not sure how the signal is going for everybody out there tonight. But if you have any questions related to Week 3 FSA, upcoming Week 4 FSA, upcoming Week 4 NFL, give you a couple minutes to put anything up there that you might want to know. I see Phaedra is out there. I don't know if you're still there or not. Hi, Phaedra. Hope everything in Georgia is going well for you and the hubby and the daughter. All right, so Week 5 show where we back in Xenia, Ohio, probably in my mother's basement again. And then Week 6, we will be back in Texas, hopefully with a weather change since we've been gone for 3 weeks. We'll be able to take this show out into the FSA studios with proper lighting, which was donated by Phaedra, with a little bit better setup with the camera and the sound. So hopefully we will see you all again next week, Week 4, and then again in Week 5 when we're back in Texas. Everybody have a good night.